Hey there, it's Miriam Schulman here, author of Artpreneur and host of the Inspiration Place podcast. And I want to talk to you about what you're doing right now to get seen and get paid and build your audience. If you've been relying on social media alone to get your art in front of the right people, you may have noticed that it can only take you so far, especially if you have a small audience. So I hear from many artists who tell me they get lots of likes, but no sales. Social media usually falls short of reaching the dedicated collectors who truly elevate your art. So right now, I'm going to share with you why social misses the mark and most importantly, what you can be doing instead. Now, one of the collectors I worked with was Anik Duvier, and she understood this after working with me. She then made securing publicity a key part of her strategy for getting seen and paid. So let me tell you the three dirty proofs why social media falls short. First of all, it's a question of taste. Social media platforms are designed to reach as many people as possible, not necessarily niche interests. So, as an artist, your ideal collectors usually have very specific tastes, and that's a good thing. The second reason is you're depending on the algorithm. Algorithms, they favor quick, likable content like cats and dog videos, and that may limit your chance to be seen by the right people who may not even be on Instagram, if to be perfectly honest. And also, number three, it's hard to target your reach. Casting a wide net by using social media definitely wastes valuable time and resources, and it pulls in viewers who may not appreciate your art, or they may like your art, hence the likes, but they're not ready to invest. So let's talk about what does work. Curated events and exhibitions, strategic partnerships with experts and influencers. The last strategy you have 100% control over, and that's publicity and press. And the best part is none of these things are controlled by an algorithm. So let's get back to Anik and her success. After working with me, you can now find her art in the Miami International Airport. She's been named on the short list of Black Miami artists you should know. So if you want your art appreciated by a collector audience, not just other artist audience, that's what the audience building workshop is all about. Because artists who succeed, they don't just get lucky. Let's talk about three more artists who achieved tremendous success when they focused on publicity. The first one I want to introduce you to is Ashley Longshore. She's from New Orleans and she invested heavily on her traditional media. Yes, she uses social media, but most people have found her on social media because they saw her in traditional media, places like Vogue and the New York Times and Forbes. This caught the attention of high-end collectors because she reached out to the media directly. She has collaborations with Bergdorf Goodman, and her work has been featured, like I said, in Vogue. But this all began because she chose to reach out. She knew her audience was looking beyond the traditional gallery system. Okay, now we're going to talk about the second case study, which is Cid Wy. And he also uses partnerships and publicity to elevate his voice. So Wiley is someone who reimagined classical art, but with Black figures. And he gained momentum through a combination of gallery and strategic press coverage. For example, this 2015 feature on ABC News. All of these press opportunities have led him to his highest profile project yet, painting the presidential portrait of Barack Obama. By working with the media, he didn't just show his art, he showcased his message, resonating with a wider audience. And finally, I want to talk about number three, Yoi Kusama. She became an international sensation because she planned installations in small places that were basically Insta-worthy, but she did this long before social media platforms came along. Every exhibit she did gathered more press and became an immersive experience, and collectors loved it. It became something they want to be a part of. Now, she didn't make money necessarily from these installations, but her star now goes to auction and for the millions of dollars. Listen, these artists show us they didn't just rely on social media. They made targeted efforts to get their work seen by the right audience. Now, you can do this too. You can move beyond social media, and it's much simpler than you think. So here are the 3 strategies you're going to need to learn. You're going to need to identify the right media outlets. You need to host or participate in local exhibitions or shows where you can meet collectors directly, just like these artists did at the start of their careers. And you can also partner with influencers in your niche. Now, you can do everything I just talked about on your own, but in this 2-hour workshop, I'm going to break down for you step by step the exact processes that you need to follow to make it really simple to reach the right people. I'm also including this handbook that has some done for you resources in it. It'll show you exactly what you need to put into your press release. We also have a series of prompts that you can use for AI. If that tech scares you in any way, don't worry. During the workshop, I'm going to walk you through every single one of them. So you're going to come away from this workshop with a complete action plan for building your audience. All right, my friend. So I've included everything down below that's in the workshop. You get lifetime access to the recording. So save your spot in the workshop below, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.